morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. 95% humidity according to my gizmo. But I'm going out anyway. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. In my travel mug. I need to get a bigger, more interesting travel mug because I am finding that works very well for me. I am going to have some of my L'Oreal Blushing Berry number 590 to go with my pink shirt. And this is just straight up lipstick. So, oofta. Try not to cough in your ear, although I did yell at my dog yesterday in your ear, and I apologize for that. Just don't want her anywhere near that poison ivy. We haven't heard from Michelle with an estimate or time, so I will be texting her to find out what she thinks. There is a bird kind of living in that birdhouse. My birdhouse fever is a birdhouse, and we've got a little house wren or somebody going in and out of there. I just kind of tried to look in it, and I don't see anything but nesting material that I didn't, but it's kind of high in the front, so, but I didn't see anything. We'll see. It keeps going in and out of there. There's got to be a reason. They don't live in those houses, you know, like under normal conditions. Anyway, so today it's kind of not terrible out here. I have not spent very much time outside lately because it's been muggy and hot. Now, there's not a breath of air. I do not see a single leaf moving, so that's going to be a problem. We've been having, you know, thunderstorms every day. My plants are getting well watered. Silver lining. And, yeah. And we do have the sun coming out every day, too. So that's good for the plants, and then they get watered. But that's how you end up with pop-up thunderstorms all the time. So there you go. Yesterday I did my physical therapy. I was very tired when I was done. I'm in terrible shape, and I was very tired when I was done, but I went grocery shopping because it's right next to my Wegmans. And I did that. I came home, and Dennis immediately left to go see his mom, and I processed the groceries because I buy dog food, so I have to package things up so they get frozen in appropriate size packages. I took care of his creme brulee, was in the sous vide, so I took care of that. So I was tired, and then he got home and we walked the dogs. So that was about it for me, to be honest. That was about it for me. I was tired. So I vegged the whole rest of the night, and I veg in multiple different ways, but yet last night it was, you know, reels on Instagram and shorts on YouTube and just down the rabbit hole. And down this rabbit hole, and I'm pretty sure it was the Instagram rabbit hole, was a guy who was testing, you know, they test recipes, like recipes go viral on the internet. And so then we have people who are testing these viral recipes to see if they really are good. So this Australian guy is testing this recipe, and it's very simple, and I'm going to tell you what it is. If you're interested, you can write it down. But basically, it's super crispy, like onions. And they come out in a sheet, so you can break off pieces and stuff. So they're but really crispy baked onions. And now I'm a big fan of onion rings, and and I like, you know, fried onions and things like that. So I am going to try this recipe today. And the recipe is very simple, and I'll tell you what it is. 40 grams of shredded Parmesan cheese. And you put that on a baking pan with like parchment paper. You spread it all out then. 1 onion sliced, and you put the slices of onions on top of the cheese, and you sprinkle it with seasonings, and in his recipe it was garlic powder and smoked paprika and salt and pepper, and then you spray it with like avocado oil spray, and you put it in the oven, 200 degrees centigrade, which is roughly 400 degrees Fahrenheit, for 25 minutes. And it comes out really crispy. I'm trying that today. Crispy is one of the things that I miss on keto, and that's why I love the crackers that we make. And I don't know if I ever linked my cracker recipe, and I will try to find it, the video. Chris Cooking Nashville is the guy who does the crackers, and I'll try to link his video down below today. I don't usually link things. Forget it, I'm not going to be able to find that reel. That's what I'm telling you, the recipe. And I will let you know tomorrow what I think about this recipe. But I do like crispy, and I do like onions, so we'll see how that goes. Dennis won't eat that. He thinks onions have too many carbs. I mean, this is going to have, for the whole thing, it's going to have probably 9 net carbs. Depending on how big the onion is, because the onions have carbs. Plus, you know, he's not a huge onion guy. So this is just for me. So I'm going to be trying that. I have another cooking thing I have to do, food thing. I have to peel my onions, lemons. I got lemons yesterday when I was at the store, and I will be making more lemon juice. So I've got to start that process today. So those are the foodie things I'm going to be doing. I have no idea what we're having for dinner, but it's going to be something with crispy onions. I hope. Now, I'm not a big fan of Parmesan cheese, but I'm going to make it with the Parmesan today just to see. And if I like it well enough but think I would like it better, I might just use like slices of other kind of cheese and see how it works. Because other cheese is also crisp, not just Parmesan. And I might like those better. But I don't have other cheese at the moment anyway, so I'm going to do it straight up and see what I think, and then maybe go off on my own. We'll see. The other thing I'm going to do today is I have 2 executrix things that I need to do, and I just really want to just do them today, and it won't be a big deal. I have to write an email, and I have to fill out a form and mail it, so I can do those things. I can do those things. And I think that's about it. Walk the dog. And I don't know what else I'm going to do. But, yeah. But I was out and about a lot yesterday, and I got tired. So, well, I need to start doing my exercises in between. I asked him if his patients usually do. He says, well, they say they do. I said, oh, yeah, I've been doing mine every day too, Brian. He laughed. So I need to start doing my exercise. Now, my arm is a lot better. A lot better. Not my knee. My knee is not a lot better. But I'll be honest, I didn't see physical therapy as the likely solution to that. Continuing to be honest, I'm not sure that there is a solution to my knee. I mean, it is a reaction to arthritis in my knee and, you know, some inflammation. And of course, that is something that I'm going to have to solve with my diet. And eating the onions isn't going to help it, but I'm doing it anyway. Anyway, so that's where things are. Tomorrow is Zoom day, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Please join us. The link is in the Flame and Fiber Podcast Ravelry group. There's a sticky thread on the boards called Saturday Zoom. So please join us. If you've been before, it's the same link. And we always have a good time. Oh, am I going to be spinning or am I going to be knitting? I guess I'm going to be knitting. I haven't knit on my sweater for a while. And I did find my pattern and everything. So I'll be knitting tomorrow. And yeah. I look forward to seeing everybody. That'll be fun. Oh, the other thing is Mary and I are on the lookout for yarn advents still available for this coming December. And if you know of any yarn dyers that still have advents available, please mention it in the comments, because she and I are both in the market for a yarn advent. I have one from the Crafty Toads, but I want another one. And of course I'm gonna do my thing with Megan this year, as per usual. At least I'm assuming I am. Oh, I gotta get cracking though. It's already July. I've gotta start. Well, to be fair, I have started. I bought a tchotchke for her when we were in New Orleans. So I know I have started. But anyway, so if you are a yarn dyer who has advents still available, please let us know. And if you know of anybody, let me know. Me and Mary. I don't know if anybody else is looking. So there you go. I think that's about it. If it were a little breezier, can you see anything moving back there? Because I am not feeling anything, and nothing I can see. Well, there's a little leaf above the height of the house that's moving, but not much. Not much. So I don't expect to spend a lot of time. Pileated woodpecker. Pileated woodpecker. Oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to see him. He's between the fence rails on the center. Oh, he's behind the rail now. There he goes. Can you see him? Can you see him? Here he is. Here he is. He heard me. Pileated woodpecker. That's always fun. That's always fun. And I can't believe you were able to see him, but you could. You could. I could see. And I didn't have my glasses on. Sometimes it's hard when you're doing something like with your binoculars or with your phone to figure out, are you looking at the right tree? That's always I think that sighting is my funnest sighting that happens occasionally from my deck. I love seeing them. So anyway, there you go. There's your antidote for the day, or your bird of the day, pileated woodpecker. I used to, when we would sit out here, I used to hear this sound, this bird. I called it the monkey bird because it sounds like when you're watching a movie in the jungles and you hear the monkeys yelling. That's what it sounded like. Well, it turns out it's a pileated woodpecker. You know, remember Woody Woodpecker? Well, in wildlife, somewhere in your woods, it sounds like a monkey. Anyway, well, on that lovely note, I am going to go, and I will report on the onions, assuming I make them, tomorrow. And I will see you tomorrow, because tomorrow is Zoom day. So I will see you, and I will hear you, and I'm really looking forward to it. So please think about coming. We would love to have you. And meanwhile, please take good care of yourself. Stay safe and stay sane.